Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's still weird talking to a camera. I'm just here all by myself, but this is a different kind of video that I usually do, and I don't think I've ever sat down and spoke to you guys one-on-one. So here we are. So on today's agenda, I just came back from training not too long ago, and I've been putting off recording this video. I'm in the mood to make this video today. So as you guys can see by the title, I have dropped out of uni. Now, this isn't really much of a video. Now you guys are probably wondering, why would you make a whole video about it? I thought maybe I would just make a video about it and just record my thoughts and just have a heart to heart with you guys, because I don't think I've ever sat down with you guys one-on-one in a video. So you guys don't even really know me. You guys are just watching me, you don't even know me. So I'm here. So yeah, so we're gonna talk about a few things. It is currently 1:57 in I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, it's pretty late. So yeah, I just thought, yeah, let me come back and just record this video. I've made some notes of a few points that I want to iterate in this video. And who knows, maybe in me talking about my uni experience where I dropped out, maybe someone out there who's watching might think, oh, I really needed to hear this. Or someone can relate or can see that they're not alone. Or this might help someone to make a decision on whether they want to or not. But yeah, let's get into the video. So, reasons why I wanted to drop out of uni. So, number one reason, well, not the number one reason, is the first reason I'm gonna list off. It's just the fact that I just don't have time. Now, when I say I don't have time for uni, I mean as in, it's not something that I prioritize anymore. I believe if you go to uni, it is something that you have to really prioritize and you really need to want to go. And I don't think I ever really wanted to go. So it felt like I was kind of just wasting time being there, because I've been in uni and I couldn't tell you one thing I learned in my course. No, it's nothing. I felt like I was just there to I was just floating around, just wasting time, because I didn't really know what I wanted to do with myself. Like, teachers would ask me, what sort of careers you want to get into. I did digital media, by the way. So what sort of careers, sort of jobs, and I always just thought about it, I was just like, none of this interests me. I couldn't really figure out what I actually wanted. It was more a case of I just picked and I just went to uni. So yeah, I feel like I just didn't have time for it anymore, because now with work, you know, gotta make money. Seemed like I just didn't have time for this anymore. Like having to, because you really have to commit. And it's not something I was really committed to. And if I'm not committed to something and I'm there, it seems I'm just wasting my time. I might as well just go somewhere else and use my time elsewhere where it can be beneficial to me, rather than sit around wasting time in a place where I don't even want to be and I'm not progressing. It's not helping me. That might not make sense to a lot of people, but to me, that was just the best decision. So I just realized I just didn't have time to do it anymore. Especially considering the fact that with all the stuff I was doing, it's like my life was just back to back to back. I never once rested. So I'd be at uni, boom, then I'm at work. After work, I sleep for a bit, and I'm waking up again, going either back to work, or I have uni, or I have training, or I have other things to do. So it was just like, at one point it was just too much. Couldn't really handle it anymore. And it was just affecting me mentally, physically. I was just always tired. And I was always just, my mental health was going down. I was going through a lot. So yeah, just time. And like I said, I just wasn't happy at all with my uni experience. Now, my uni experience wasn't really uni experience. It was very messy, and I didn't really enjoy it. But at the same time, I don't feel like I had the uni experience that people usually get. I didn't live in accommodations in first year, and I didn't really do much else. I really just went to my classes and I just went home. I wasn't really interested. I never really did any extracurricular activities outside of basketball. So that's about it. Next reasoning, finding my passion. One thing that I can say is that I've realized what I wanted to do, which is what I'm doing right now. I like being in front of cameras, I like making content, I like making videos. And something I've always had love for, and I've always did naturally since young. I always wanted to make videos, I always made videos. I was young making videos, editing them on my mom's little phone when I was like 9 years old. But it's never been something where I really took seriously. But I realized it was just something I always went back to, I always enjoyed. So that's another reason. So now that I figured out what I wanted to do, I didn't feel like I needed to be in uni anymore because it didn't align with my goals. So that's another reason. Also, wanting to take risk. So I feel like people go their whole lives without doing anything for themselves or making a big decision that could possibly change the course of their life or do so much for them, because loads of people are afraid. Or you always hear people talk about this in podcasts and wherever else. People are always afraid, or like they think it's not easy to make a decision, but it's just the hard part is making the decision and then sticking through with it. It's like it's easy to sign up for the gym, but it's hard to wake up every day and go to the gym and actually work out consistently for a long period of time. Like, it's the same with anything in life. It's easy to make the decision, but it's hard to stick with the decision. That's the hard part that people forget about. Making the decision is actually the easiest part, but it's just loads of people don't really back their word and don't really continue on. So now that I figured out what I wanted to do, it was just a case of just weighing out my options, and I realized if I know what I want to do in life, why waste any time? Why not just go in on myself and just chase what I want to do? So that's another reason. No, uni wasn't all bad. I don't want this to be I'm gonna talk smack about uni for the next 20 minutes or however long this video is gonna be. Like uni did help me with a lot of things. Like for example, it helped me find myself, like I mentioned earlier. I feel like uni it's a time when, especially the age you're there and the development that you go through and the people you're around, it's really a time where a lot of people find themselves and a lot of people meet the people they're going to be friends with for a very long time, and like meet genuine people and find what they want to do in life, start the business they want to start, or this is the time when people are genuinely building their careers and becoming the people that are going to be in the future. Like, you never know who you're talking to. You could be talking to the next, someone could be making music, and then they could be the next Central C or Drake or whatever. Or someone could be the next big brand owner. It all starts from now. This is the time when loads of people, everyone's just hustling, finding their passions, looking to do what they want to do, and making decisions towards their life, especially as you go into an adult. And I feel like it really did help me find myself. I feel like I didn't really know who I was for a very long time. I was kind of just floating around and then things just go by. Almost like I got lost for a little bit. But then I always ended up finding myself in the end. And then, boy's thirsty. You're doing a lot of talking right now. Yeah, it really helped me find myself. And maybe just know the stuff I like, the stuff I don't like, stuff I enjoy doing, stuff I know isn't for me. Just things like that. Not to mention another good thing is the friends and the people that you meet here. Like I said before, you meet loads of the people you're gonna be friends with for a long time. Pardon me. And I remember there's this sitcom I've watched called Friends. I'm sure everyone's watched Friends. And in Friends, they talk about how there's gonna be a time in your life where it's like your friends become your family. And that's actually so true. That you get really close with people, especially when you see these people so often. You might be living with these people. And you really just get to build bonds, make memories with them that will last you a lifetime. And just experiences and so much uni has gave to me that has really helped shape and make me who I am today. So that's something I can be grateful for. The people I've met, especially the opportunities that it gave. Like, it's like you're never going to be on a time where you're with so many people around your age that are doing so much from all sorts of places around the world. Like, and they could be from China, international, or even just a different city, different mindsets, coming from different cultures, different backgrounds, and they could teach you so many things. And so, some advice I would give to anyone who's watching this video, if you're even gonna take my advice, because if you're going to go to uni, come out with more than just a degree. Don't just go to uni just for a degree. Make sure that you do more than what I did. Make sure you go to all the events. I don't just mean the parties and all the motives. I mean go to like ACS events, like do things with your friends, or just any other sorts of events. Not everything has to be motive every day. There's loads of events that things get active with the uni. Uni has plenty of extracurricular activities like clubs, get into a sport, do something. So you can really be a part of the uni lifestyle and really just get the full experience. Because at the end of the day, you are paying to go there. Like, it ain't cheap. So make sure you make the most of it. Use these facilities, use everything that you have. Use the top of equipment, use everything, use the gym, get student discount, use everything that you can. So if you're going to uni, make the most. Don't just go to just get to study and get a degree. Meet people, find experiences, find yourself. Start that business you want to start, all of that. And don't be afraid to make decisions, because, yeah, that's a big one. Don't be afraid to make decisions. For the longest time, I feel like I was someone who wasn't really in control of what I wanted to do in my life. And it's something that I'm still working on, but I'm getting better at. But never be afraid to make a decision, especially if it's to better your own life. You'll never not benefit from doing something for yourself. Always bet on yourself. Something that I always say. And because at the end of the day, your heart and your gut will always tell you what you need to know, and will always tell you what it wants. For the longest time, I feel like I always had this thing in my heart to do whatever I'm doing now and just go for it. But I didn't have the confidence, I didn't know how to start, I didn't really have anyone to support me or help me. It's like, if you're going to support anyone, support yourself. You shouldn't be looking for support outside. You should just try to support yourself, and then people will come along and then support you in the end. But don't rely on external validation or external support. You need to be able to be good by yourself first. That's the foundation. And then anything extra will always help you. You should always accept it, but you should always be good by yourself too. And I feel like once I made decisions for myself, I started taking control. I've just been happier. My moods have been better. My mental health has been getting better. And just my life, things have been falling into place for me. I've been meeting great people. opportunities, and it's just nice feelings to just feel like I have a focus in life and just know exactly where I'm going, know what I want to do, no more distraction. I'm just locked in, focused on my goals because I need to be successful. I want to reach where I want to reach. And no matter how hard you try, your heart will always tell you what you want to do. And so you can't deny what the heart wants. As much as you can say to yourself, oh, I'm too afraid to do this, or I can't do this because my parents will be mad, or my friends will judge me. If it's something you truly want in your heart, you'll always do it in the end. It just might be difficult, or it might take you longer to get there, but you'll always get there. If it's something you truly want in your heart. Like if you really wanted to, you would. If it's something you really want to do and it's really in your heart to do it, you'll always do it. You can't deny what the heart wants. It's super cheesy, but it's true. And yeah, last piece of advice I'll probably give is to always bet on yourself because you'll never lose. Because think about it like this: if you bet on yourself, only two things will happen. Either you'll fail, and by fail, really you'll just learn from your mistakes. And then once you learn from your mistakes, you won't make those mistakes again. Hopefully, that's what's supposed to happen. So you win because you've learned something new, and now you can start over with something new information, new mindset, new techniques, new things, knowing what to avoid. And also, the other thing that could happen is, if you bet on yourself, you could also win. So people always think about, but what if I can't make it? What if I don't do it? What if I don't get the job I want? What if I don't get the girl I want? What if all the bad ways? And what if you do? What if you do get the job? What if you do become successful in whatever you want to do? What if you do make it? But you'll never know unless you try. So it's really important to try. Don't let anyone take that away from you. Because I feel like, especially if you rely on outside people to validate you or help you out, you'll constantly look for them. You'll let other people decide how far you can go. Because if you are constantly looking for outside validation, it's going to come to a point where it's like, unless you're getting it, it will stop you from continuing forward. Whereas if you have your internal validation and motivation, you can walk as far as you want. It's like, I remember a quote I seen where it's the person who enjoys, how does it go? The person who enjoys walking will always walk further than the person who's walking with a goal. No. Yeah. The person who enjoys walking will always walk further than someone who's doing it to reach a goal. Something like that. But the point is just that if it's something that you want to do, you'll always do more, or you'll always be able to go far with it, rather than needing someone else to tell you what to do. Whether that's your parents, whether that's your friends, anyone who's around you. And people aren't really going to support your decisions in the beginning. But at the end of the day, you actually only have one life. You don't get a second shot at this, so are you going to live it building someone else's dream and denying yourself of what you want to do, or are you going to try to better yourself and do the things that you want? Now, by no means am I saying don't go to uni, and uni's a scam, or all that stuff. I will never be one of those guys. I'd always say, if you're going to go into uni, like I said, just make sure you know what you're doing, and you really come out with more than just a degree, and you make the most of it, and enjoy the experience. I would never not tell someone else to go to uni. My advice would be, if you know you're not meant to be there, just like with anything, just know when to leave. Don't ponder around. I feel like it took me a long time to make the decision, even though it's always in my heart, because I just didn't want to be a disappointment, or I didn't want to be looked at funny, or I didn't want to be another dropout. I didn't want to have labels to myself. But at the end of the day, I shouldn't really care about what other people think, because if I truly believe in myself and I truly know what I want to do, then what people say shouldn't matter, because once you make it, or once you start getting motion and becoming successful, they're going to jump on whatever you do. They're going to support you. Suddenly it's going to become, oh, I was always there for you. I always believed you could do it. Remember me when you're famous, all that stuff. But you'll never forget how it was. But that's not what is most important. So just make sure you always do what you want to do. And yeah, I think that pretty much sums up the video. Started rambling on a little bit. It's just something that's just been on my mind. And I just wanted to hear it all. So, yeah, this is the beginning of the journey. So, now I've dropped out, letting you guys know. So you'll be seeing more consistent uploads on this channel. I'm going to go all in. All the coins are on the table. So we're going to see how this goes. We're going to see what's going to happen. And you guys are going to see me grow through this channel. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. So we'll see where this goes. Yeah, this is the beginning of the journey. Hope you guys are with me for the ride. And then, yeah, we'll see where we go. Oh man, alright. Talk to you guys later. Deuces.
Because I'm going to be greater than any of them. Me, Naruto, the next Hokage, a ninja legend. Then everyone will have to stop disrespecting me and look up to me. Believe it!